Hey guys, it is Greg with Apple Explained. Thank you for joining this Saturday afternoon live stream. Thank you for waiting. We had about 40 people in the live chat right before this stream started, so I really appreciate you guys getting here early. A lot of you were asking in the live chat how I'm doing. I'm doing really well. I'm doing very well. John Diaz, I want to say thank you. John said, I hope you're doing well. Keep up the great work. I really appreciate that. They also said, which iPhone do you have now and which one will you get this upcoming year? Right now, I have the 11 Pro Max. That's what I'm using to do this live stream. And I'll probably upgrade to the iPhone 12 if it's a big upgrade, which of course it's supposed to be a big upgrade. Kevin said, why does Greg look like a teddy bear? Well, it's probably because I'm hairy and I'm round. I'm working on the round part. All right. So thank you guys for being here. We already have, oh my goodness, 180 people. These afternoon streams are so much better than the evening streams. I feel like it's prime time. Everyone is on YouTube. Everyone is ready to watch a live stream. The questions are really good. I really appreciate you guys being here. Okay, if you've never seen one of these live streams before, I'm Greg with Apple Explained. I'm the guy who made the history of the iPhone videos. I'm the one whose voice is in the videos of the guy talking. And I've been showing my face recently in my videos, so you'll probably recognize me. That's kind of what I'm going for. I want my channel to be associated with me. I think it's more personal. I think if you see me in the videos, you remember, like, oh, that's the guy who made that one video that I really liked. I'll probably like this other video. That's what I'm trying to do with my channel. We'll see if it works or not. Anyway, I'm here to answer your guys' questions. You can ask me about Apple. You can ask me about any other tech company, although I know the most about Apple. So you can ask me about YouTube, you can ask me about me, if you're curious about my personal life. There's 3 ways to get your question answered though, because we already have over 200 people watching. I can't answer everyone's question. The chat is going very quickly. One way to get your question answered. Join our free Discord server, link in the description. You can ask one question on the server, and then after each live stream, I go over there, answer all the questions on the Discord server, and post a Q&A video there on Discord. So you have to be a Discord member to ask the question and to see that video. Number 2, you send a super chat, which is a donation of at least $2 through the live chat box. That'll highlight your question. You can type out a question. It'll prioritize it and I'll answer it. 3, you can become a secret club member. That is the first link in the description. For $3 a month, you get an extra hour of live streaming after this ends. This is a free public live stream for an hour. After this ends at 1 p.m. Eastern time, there's going to be a private live stream for secret club members only. And there's usually 15 to 20 people there, so I answer everyone's questions. It's more like a conversation in that live stream. It's less like me answering your guys' questions. It's like me asking my secret club members stuff, getting updates on your guys' life, and you guys asking me questions. So it's way more personable, way more casual, way more close when you're part of the secret club. So you can find that link in the description if you are interested. All right, so let's get started. We already have a super chat. Thank you, Logan Gamer 20, for that $1 super chat. I really appreciate it. Apple Maniac YT said, when did you start YouTubing? Well, technically, if you go to my videos and you sort by the oldest video, I uploaded my first video in 2008, I believe, which was, 12 years ago? And I was 15 years old. So that's when I technically started uploading videos on YouTube. But if you look closely, you'll realize that I didn't post regularly. I maybe posted once a year, twice a year, and then maybe I skipped a couple years. I was just uploading like one of my slideshow history of videos when I felt like it. Basically, it was a hobby. If I was inspired by something, I would make that video and post it. Back then, those videos may have a lot of views today, like tens of thousands of views, in some cases hundreds of thousands of views. But back then, they weren't getting hundreds of thousands of views. They got like a few thousand, but it wasn't like it is today. So I didn't start posting regularly and becoming a full-time YouTuber until like, I think it was 2017. I think mid 2017 is when my channel, well, early 2017, my channel started taking off very quickly. It grew very quickly. That's when I realized I can monetize my videos. I can actually make a living from this, and this can actually be my job if I'm successful. And then by the end of 2017, I was doing it full time. It happened very fast. It was very surprising. At that point, I could do YouTube full time. I kind of got my footing. I didn't really know what other videos to make after my slideshows because I used to only do the slideshow videos. And then I kind of transitioned to doing like a narration video where I explain things about Apple. I really enjoyed that, and I think my audience really enjoyed watching those as well. And I have a future plan for my channel that is a secret. It's top secret. I'll share it with my secret club members because they get to know like all the secret stuff that's happening behind the scenes. But I have some exciting plans in store for the future of my channel, some new style of content that I am working on. I'm trying to get the skills to do it well, and I think you guys will really, really love it, and I think it'll be a good thing for me and my channel. Seon YT said, when is your birthday? It's January 27th, 1993. I'm 27 years old. Neloy said, your t-shirt reminds me of Mark Zuckerberg. Hold on a second. I mean, I know he wears t-shirts a lot, but is it like gray all the time or something? Oh yeah, it is. Oh my God, you're right. It's like exactly like my shirt. Here, let me show you guys. That is hilarious. Hold on. If you just look like from the neck down, that could be me, but it's Mark Zuckerberg. Oh my God, that is embarrassing. Well, one of us has to change. I do not want to look like Mark Zuckerberg. All right, thanks for letting me know. I will never wear this t-shirt again for a live stream. All right, we have some super chats. Durnista, thank you for that $2 super chat. Durnista said, hello, handsome. I appreciate that. Do you miss the headphone jack? I do not miss the headphone jack. Not at all. Yeah. What kind of sucked is, I guess there was a period when I was still using my wired headphones because I had a pair of like $80 wired headphones that Apple sold a while ago. They don't sell them anymore, but I liked them a lot. And I used them for a period with my iPhone 7, so I had to use that adapter, and it was annoying. Like, messing with the adapter was annoying, remembering to take it, especially like when I was on the plane in 2015, I think. No, 2017, going to Japan. I forgot that adapter. So my headphones, I couldn't listen to music from my phone the entire time. It was really, really annoying. But now I have wired headphones, so it's never a problem. Joshua Miller, thank you for becoming a new member. Joshua, I look forward to seeing you in the secret stream happening right after this ends at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Connor Cole, thank you for that $2 super chat. Connor said, what state do you live in? I live in Ohio. I am in Ohio. Celery Towers, thank you for that $5 super chat. Celery Towers is a secret club member, by the way. They said, will you sue me if I have a YouTube channel called Microsoft Explained? No, absolutely. No. Listen. Apple hasn't sued me yet for using Apple Explained, so I have no right to sue anyone if they copy me. No, actually, I'm surprised that there hasn't been more channels. I mean, people have actually made like a straight ripoff of my channel, like they've created channels called Apple Explained, and they use my logo, and they will like rip my videos, download them, and re-upload them onto their own channel. Which, you know, they do get copyright strikes and stuff, and those videos do get taken down because it is a straight copy. But no, I'm surprised more people haven't like created channels inspired by my ideas and kind of did it their own way, or like made slideshows of Microsoft phones or Google phone. Because I mean, I started doing it. Like I used to only do history of the iPhone, history of the iPad, history of the Apple Watch. I only did Apple products. And I was waiting for other people to take that same approach to Samsung products or to Google's products or to Android phones in general. And no one really did. I mean, people tried to copy my history of the iPhone video, but they didn't do it very well. It looked very amateur. So I was like, you know what, let me just do it myself. And I'm glad I did, because some of those videos, especially like the Huawei videos, have done very well. Niloy Chakraborty, thank you for that I don't know if that's Indian currency, but thank you for that 40 international super chat. Niloy said, "Hi, it's Niloy again. Have you ever visited India?" I have never been to India. Never been. Although Steve Jobs did go to India, which makes it interesting for me. Anything that Steve Jobs did, I find interesting. He also visited Japan, and he told his kids, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you read his biography by Walter Isaacson, it is mentioned that Steve Jobs promised that he would take each of his children to Kyoto, Japan individually to experience the cultural aesthetic of Kyoto, the traditional art, traditional architecture. Steve Jobs was really into that. It's very, very beautiful. And that's part of why I even started getting into Japan and researching Japan, is because of Steve Jobs. Jeremy Scott, thank you for that $2 super chat. Jeremy said, "How do we join the secret club?" All you have to do is click the link in the description that says secret club. If that link just takes you to my YouTube channel and it doesn't take you to the sales page or whatever, to the right page for the secret club, that means it's not available to you. Either you are using an old version of like a browser, or you're accessing the old YouTube website, not the new YouTube website. That shouldn't be happening. Or you're not in the right region. Like if you're in a country outside the US, I don't think you can access the channel memberships feature. That's what when I say secret club, it's just me using the channel memberships feature. And I think it's only available in the US right now. Exploshi said, "I need a MacBook Pro 16-inch for college, which starts in September, and I was wondering if waiting for the ARM version is worth it in your opinion." I am a big fan of buying something when you need it. Like if you really need it, not because you want it. If you want like a new iPad and you know that there's going to be a new version in the fall, then I would say wait, because you don't need a new iPad. But if you need a MacBook, you're going to be using it for something like school, it's crucial, I would just say buy it now because you need it. To be honest, I think at the end of this year, because you said September, school starts in September, we're not getting an updated version of a MacBook Pro, I don't think, until maybe early next year. I think the first round of ARM updates is going to be to the MacBook and maybe the iMac. I don't think we're going to see ARM MacBook Pros until early next year or maybe late next year. I think they're saving the best for last. So I would just go ahead and buy the 16-inch MacBook Pro today. And honestly, even if the ARM version does come out in the fall, you still have a great machine and it's going to last you a few years, and then we'll be deeper into the ARM transition, and then you update then, and then you can still enjoy the ARM experience eventually. I mean, that's what I did, actually. I was in the same exact situation, except it wasn't for school, but it was for work, like for YouTube. I had a 2017 MacBook Pro 15-inch, and it was quad-core. It had a 256 solid-state gigabyte solid-state drive. It was tiny, and I'm doing video editing. It only had, 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of RAM. It wasn't a very good machine for video editing because I bought it before I was doing YouTube full time. So I was thinking, I was planning on waiting for the new like refresh, like new redesign of the 16-inch MacBook Pro. But then the rumors are saying it's not going to happen until fall next year, late next year. And who knows, it could be delayed even more. I mean, we're so far out and rumors change all the time. So I just bought it. I had this new 16-inch MacBook Pro. I just bought it last month. I'm in love with it. It's doing everything I need it to do. It's doing it very well. It's beautiful. I love the display. I love the keyboard. It's a good upgrade. I got really good specs on it, so it'll last me a long time, and it's what I needed. Niloy Chakraborty, thank you for your second super chat of the night. Niloy said, if I come to the US, I would definitely meet you. Big fan. Well, I appreciate that. I've always thought of doing like a meetup of some sort, but the logistics are what scare me. Like the logistic. I'm in Ohio. It's not like I'm in San Francisco. It's not like I'm in New York or LA. It's not like I'm in a hub of some sort. I am in the Midwest. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Not many people who are in the tech industry or the YouTube space live here. And I'm not willing to travel just to do a meetup. I mean, I'm not that into doing a meetup. So I think maybe like way down the road, maybe when my channel is bigger and I have more of a following, then I think it might be more worth it to organize that whole thing. But hopefully one day it can be done. That would be really cool to meet some of you guys. Jeremy Scott, thank you for becoming a new Secret Club member. I look forward to seeing you, Jeremy, in the secret live stream happening right after this one at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Actually, it might be like 1:05 or 1:10 because I have to get that whole live stream, the secret live stream set up after this ends. Durnista, thank you for your second super chat of the night. That's a 5 Germany currency super chat. I don't know what that's called. Dernista said, we in Germany pay 1,150 whatevers for an iPhone 11 Pro 64 gigabyte. That's around $1,354 in the US. Yeah, that's crazy. I did a whole video about that. I don't know if you know that, but if you go to my channel and you type in, what's that called? Why Apple products are so expensive in other countries. I think the title wasn't very good because it was a long title. But it's like why iPhones are so expensive abroad or overseas. I made a whole video about how expensive Apple products can be because of usually it's import tariffs or because of the currency rate. Apple like charges a little bit more to account for the currency conversion. But that is crazy. That is crazy. You're paying a lot more. That's one thing I like about Japan actually is that Japan pretty much pays the same as people in the US. Like if you convert the Japanese yen price to the US dollar price, it's virtually the same, which I really like. And sometimes it's a little cheaper depending on the conversion rate. Casey Seibold, thank you for becoming a new Secret Club member. I look forward to seeing you in the secret stream happening right after this one. And I have a little bit of an announcement to make during that stream about a new kind of video I'm gonna try to do. We have two more members. Joshua Miller, thank you for becoming a new Secret Club member. Look forward to seeing you, Joshua, in about an hour. Nick Song, thank you for becoming a Secret Club member. I hope you guys can make it to the secret stream. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Kyle Crow, thank you for that $2 super chat. You guys are being very generous today. Kyle Crow, thank you for that $2 super chat. Kyle said, any thoughts on the announced delay of iPhone 12? Yeah, supposedly the iPhone 12 is not going to ship until, I don't know, what do they say, late October or end of the year, hopefully before the holiday season. I'm not surprised, and I kind of expected it. Because everyone's having that problem. I mean, for example, just to give you an example, I ordered the Tesla short shorts. I don't know if you guys know what the Tesla short shorts are, but I'm about to show you. So just give me 1 second. There are people who short Tesla stock, and that means that they bet against the success of Tesla. So if you buy shorts against a company, that means when that company is going down, you earn money based off of their failure. And there's a lot of people who are betting against Tesla. So in order to make fun of those, they're called short sellers. In order to make fun of those short sellers or short buyers, whatever, Tesla came out with this product called Tesla Short Shorts. And they were limited quantity. It was special edition. Luckily, I saw this product right when it came out, like an hour after it went on sale. I think it sold out in less than 24 hours, but I was able to buy a pair. So I'll show you guys. Hold on. These are the Tesla Short Shorts. Okay. That's what they look like. They're like satin, and then on the back, do you see the back? It says sexy because you got the Tesla has a Model S, Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model X, and Tesla Model Y. Those are all like the cars models, and it spells out sexy. So, and look at the price. The price is $69,420. So it's hilarious, okay? And it's out of stock, and I bought them, and I just got an email. And actually, right now they're selling on eBay for like $150, so it was a good investment. I got an eBay from Tesla, I think yesterday, that said the shipment of the shorts will be delayed because of the coronavirus. So, you know, it's a problem for all companies. It's disappointing. It is disappointing though. All right. Let me answer. Oh man. Okay, Jacob, thank you for that 79 UK cent super chat. You know, Jacob, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I think it's Jacob, but you have those X's, like you're replacing letters in your name with X's. If you change that to your actual name, I could like read your whole name properly if you care. Niloy, thank you for your third super chat of this afternoon. Niloy said, in India, the iPhone 11 is more than $1,300. Yeah. I think India was one of the worst. Some European countries was one of the most expensive. Australia is also super expensive when it comes to paying more for Apple products. It starts to get crazy. Seon YT said, my finger is hovering over the buy button for the secret club. Should I do it, Greg? Can I cancel it? You can cancel it at any time. You can cancel the secret club membership at any time. I'm not going to pressure you into doing it. Just, you know, if it's worth it for you. I tried to make it as cheap as possible, $3 a month. My YouTube contact, YouTube representative, said I should charge $5 a month and only offer like one benefit, and then do like a tier, like $5, $8, $10. But I probably could make more money by doing that. But I don't want to. What's that called? I don't want to prevent people, to discourage people from joining the secret club. I want as many people in this group as possible, because it's going to be more fun when we do the live streams. It's going to be more fun when we're chatting on Discord, because we have our own little channel, secret channel on Discord. So it's not, so I try to make it as cheap as possible, $3 a month, and like charging $10 a month for a YouTube channel membership. That's like Spotify or Apple Music. Like you're getting to a level where I can't compete with that value. I don't think doing an hour live stream 4 times a month is worth, saying, oh yeah, that's worth like Spotify, like the same level. Okay, Seon YT just became a secret club member. Thank you, Seon, for becoming a secret club member. I will see you in the live stream, and then you can decide for yourself if it's worth it or not, and then cancel afterward if you want. Tushar Joglakar, thank you for that 40 Indian currency super chat. They said, love your content. I really appreciate that, Tushar. I appreciate the support. Okay, let me start answering some of these super chat questions. I'm getting so many super chats. Maximilian Gerber said, what was your first Apple device? It was the 5th generation iPod back in 2000. Let's see, I saved up I had to save up $300 plus tax. So I saved up like $330 and I bought it, I think 2000. Oh, when did I buy that? like 2005, 2006, I think. And then I fell in love with Apple. Well, actually, I used it. Like my friend had one of those 5th generation iPods. He let me like use it to test it out. I had never even touched an iPod before. I didn't really know much about iPods. I just knew they existed. And when I used it, I was like, holy crap, this is the most incredible hardware and software I've ever seen in a product ever. And I was so impressed just by the quality that I wanted to buy it, even though I had no need for an iPod. I didn't really listen to music. Jim said, do you think Apple will redesign the iMac with the new ARM Macs? Yes, definitely. I'm willing to bet that Apple will redesign every single Mac that is transitioned to the ARM chipset, because it opens up new opportunities for Apple when it comes to hardware design. And it doesn't make sense not to capitalize on that. Not only do I think it's going to have a beautiful new, all the Macs are going to have beautiful new designs with the ARM chipset, I think they're also going to be cheaper. I mean, rumors are already saying that ARM MacBook could start at $800. Can you imagine an $800 MacBook? That's never been a thing. That has never happened in history. So that would be, honestly, it would be incredible. I mean, can you imagine the day when an iPhone is more expensive than a Mac? If you told me in 2007 that one day iPhones will be more expensive than Macs, I would be like, what? That's impossible. Will Staples said, Greg, when will Apple Glass release? I don't even know. Oh, Jim. Jim is our moderator, one of our moderators. Hold on a second. Wait, where is he? At Jim. Where are you, Jim? I just read his comment, right? He's one of our moderators, and I forgot to make him a mod on. Here we go. On the on YouTube. Okay, Jim, you are now a moderator. Congratulations. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Apple Glass. They probably will. They're probably working on it. I think it has some incredible potential. The question is when. I mean, you can only, read what the rumors say, like 2022 or like 2023. Supposedly they're going to do a headset first. I'm very interested to see where Apple takes that, because I think it could be incredible. I don't know about the headset. Like, a headset just doesn't seem very practical. But if you're talking about thin, light, small glasses, that could be big. Shiji M, it's good to see you, Shiji. I think you haven't, or it's Ma, I think. Ma, I haven't seen you in a while on the live streams. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Ma said, any thoughts on the clone AirPods? Those fake H1? Are you talking about the Urban Pods that I have? I like them. They're getting really, really impressive. Like, they started off really bad, like not even usable, not even worth $1. But now they're getting really impressive, and they're still really affordable. I mean, $60, that's very affordable for a pair of wireless headphones. And the Urban Pods I just reviewed, they sounded the best out of every AirPod clone I've ever tried. And I can actually use them and enjoy my music, like, that's incredible. So they're getting very impressive. Now, there are compromises, and I mentioned it in the video. I mentioned it several times before. The battery is probably half as good. Just the controls are not as precise as AirPods. And I mean, the build quality is good, but you can tell it's just not like Apple pristine quality, you know what I mean? But the fact that it holds up against the AirPods in many ways is impressive, considering it's $60 instead of $250. Tech News said, do you think Macs will someday be replaced by iPads? I think for many people it will be. I think for many people Macs will be replaced. And I think that's why we're seeing this shift in business strategy from Apple. Apple knows that the future is iPad and iPhone. Like the future is that direction, and the Mac has a future. Don't get me wrong. The Mac has a future, and I think the Mac will be around for a very, very long time. Maybe it'll always be around in some form. But it's going to become less and less popular. Like people will need it less and less. And that's already happened if you just look at, how many people own an iPad versus how many people own a Mac. That's already shifted a lot since the iPad was released 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago. And I think there's no reason to believe that won't continue to happen going forward. And that's why Apple is, adding some expensive iPads. I mean, you can get, an $1,000 iPad pretty easily, and you can get a $1,000 iPhone pretty easily, even more than that, because those products are replacing the Mac. So the Mac used to be Apple's big high-ticket item, and then the iPad was $500, which you can still get a cheap iPad. But they want to make sure that as this shift happens away from the Mac, they still have a very healthy profit margin. They can still make a lot of money, and they're going to make even more because iPads will sell better. iPhones are selling better, obviously, than the Mac ever has. Although this last quarter, I don't know if you guys saw the last quarter that Apple just reported, the Mac sold about the same as iPad, I believe, or the revenue they got from the Mac, I think, was very close to the iPad, which is impressive. Yeah, Estrobink. This is a very good concern that I also am having. Estrobink said, where did it go? The bulb side of the AirPods Pro rubs against my ears. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's talking about like I don't know if you can, but you see how it's really round right here? This round part that sticks out, it presses against the ridge of my inner ear, this ridge inside here. It's like a hard cartilage part of my ear. It's not soft. It presses against it. And it makes them sore after a while. And it looks like Estrobink is also having this problems. He's saying, is there anything I can do to manage this pain? What I had to do is use larger ear tips. So I was using medium, but I had to switch to large so that they didn't go as deep in my ear. The problem is they didn't go as deep in my ear, and they will slowly begin to slide out of my ear until it's barely hanging on, and then I have to push them back in. It's kind of annoying, and it's one thing that I'm really shocked by, to be honest, about the AirPods Pro. I thought Apple would get it right. The regular AirPods have always felt amazing in my ear, always been very comfortable, always fit comfortably, always fit securely, I meant to say. But I know that hasn't always been the case for everyone, even with the originals. And there are people who say the AirPods Pro fit them better. But for me, it's been the opposite, and it's kind of disappointing. So I would say just try to switch to a larger ear tip and see if that helps. If not, there are companies coming out with custom ear tips or different foam ear tips that may help the issue if you're really, really having problems with it. Tech for Days said, what are your thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G? Wait a second. I know what the Galaxy Fold is. I don't know what the Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G is, but that is a very Samsung name. Let me tell you that right now. Oh, right, it's that thing. Um, I've talked about folding phones before. Is this a new thing? Like, was this just? Oh, it hasn't been announced yet, right? Or has it been announced? Has Samsung acknowledged this product yet, or is this just leaks and rumors? I think it's just leaks and rumors. Look, it looks like a step in the right direction in terms of what Samsung's trying to do, because I think the Samsung Galaxy Fold that they're selling right now is absolutely, I don't want to say trash, but it's pointless. I don't understand the point. I don't understand the point at all. The compromises are huge. The price is huge. The durability is terrible. Who knows how long that's even going to last you? Why would you not just buy a dedicated tablet and a dedicated phone? Do you really need a phone that folds out into a screen that's like bigger, but it's like not good? And then the screen on the front is tiny. So it looks like the screen on the front here is bigger. I'm not into folding phones right now. I have not heard any argument about why folding phones are better than having a dedicated tablet and a dedicated smartphone. How is your experience improved? I haven't heard that. And there's a reason why the Samsung Galaxy Fold isn't selling very well. And I don't think this will sell. I don't think they've gotten it right yet. And that's why Apple hasn't released a foldable phone. Apple will not release a foldable phone until it makes sense, because it enhances the user experience and makes it better rather than just makes it like different. Just because something is different or new doesn't necessarily it makes the experience better for the user. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm focused on. Aditya said, opinion on Mac OS redesign. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I'm not using it right now. I don't use betas, but I cannot wait until it comes out. I was just talking to my dad about that last week during pizza night. Oh my gosh. So in my last live stream, I was talking about the new version of Mac OS Big Sur. And in my live stream last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, I think, or was it last week? I forget. I was going on and on. I love the redesign. I love the new look. I love everything about Big Sur. It looks so good. Blah, 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 blah. The shadows. I was going into detail. And I never actually showed it. I never actually showed it on the live stream. I was just describing it. But my dad doesn't know what it looks like. So the whole time he was like, Greg, you should have showed us what you were talking about on that live stream, because you kept going on and on. So then I showed my dad, I showed him examples of what windows look like in Big Sur, the new icons in Big Sur. And he was like, I can't tell a difference. He said he couldn't tell a difference. So I'm like, okay, well then even if I showed you on the live stream, you still wouldn't even know what the difference is. I think you can only really tell, because it's hard. It is hard to just look at a screenshot and feel the difference, because I really think you have to use it. You have to use the new version of Mac OS to really get an understanding of, oh wow, yeah, that's different, that looks different, this element is different. And I think as you go, you get that sense. But no, I love it. Bernard Friedman said the title is clearly Ask Apple Explained. Why aren't you answering my questions? Woo! Well, if you included your question into that comment, I would have read it. There's 3 ways to get your question answered. 1 is join our Discord server. You can always join the Discord server. It's free. You don't have to pay money if you don't want to. I always want to give you guys a free option to interact with me. So that's Discord. You can ask 1 question, get it answered for sure. Or you can send a super chat, which is money, $2. Join the secret club, which is what, $3 a month. I mean, that's probably the best. I mean, that's the most value, because $3 a month, and you get 4 hours of live streaming during that month, and you can ask me anything you want, and I answer everything. So I don't understand why people wouldn't be joining the secret club if you want me to answer all your questions all the time. Speaking of which, Thank you, Nathan Helfert, who is now a Secret Club member. I look forward to seeing you in the secret stream happening right after this one ends in about 20 minutes. Lavana said, do you think the iOS 14 widgets are worth it? You know, I can't say for sure until I use it. I can't say for sure until I use it. Because it's hard, like I said before, it's hard to tell really just by looking at something. I mean, keep in mind, that's what people do all the time. When Apple releases a new product, when Apple released the iPad, people looked at it and thought it was ridiculous, it was pointless, it's useless. It ended up going on to become the best-selling consumer product in history. The fastest-selling consumer product in history. People were wrong because they made judgments before actually using it. And that's the point of any software, any hardware, is the user experience. You know, it's not how it looks in a picture. I think I'm gonna love it. I think I'm gonna like the widgets. I like the idea because I'll tell you why. Because on my watch, we already have widgets on the Apple Watch. You know, you have like a weather widget. You have a it's kind of like a battery widget. You kind of have like a location widget and the time, the date. So I think including those elements on my phone would be nice because I can see more information at a glance without launching the app. Celery Towers said, what is Flat Life? Good eye, Celery Towers, good eye. If you guys haven't noticed, I added a channel called Flat Life to my, what's that called? Like associated channels or like favorite channels list. I don't know what it's called. What's that called? Let me find out. Associated channels? Yeah, it doesn't say what it's called. I just titled it Greg's favorite channels. You should check that channel out. I mean, you can go to my channel and then you'll see if you go to the channels tab, Flat Life is in there. They only have 12,000 subscribers. But when I discovered the channel, they had 8,000 subscribers, and that was fairly recently. They're growing very quickly. They have some incredible videos. They only have a few videos, but top-notch quality, incredible quality. And you guys will learn more about what's going on behind the scenes in the future. Or if you want to know right now, join the Secret Club because I'm going to talk all about it in about 15 minutes when we start this secret stream. I will tell you guys what's going on with that. But I'm excited. I'm very excited for the future of the channel. Howdy13, thank you for that 2 SGD currency super chat. Howdy said, will Apple move out of China because of the trade war? They already are. I mean, they're trying to shift as much manufacturing to other countries as possible right now. I think we're going to continue to see that. I mean, what a lot of companies are learning is that it's not a good idea to have all your eggs in one basket, to have all your manufacturing in one country, because that country has complete control over you. Because they can just say, okay, boom, we're shutting down your factories and you're not making any more money because you can't sell products. That is an incredible amount of control to give one country, and China is taking advantage of it right now. They're trying to strengthen their position while they commit some of the most horrendous human rights crimes in history. But, you know, people, you know, what are you going to do? You know? It's hard to condemn China when you are relying on them for your economy. You know, our economy will crash if China wants it to, which is scary. So I think a lot of companies are trying, like Apple is moving into India. I think they move some stuff into Taiwan. And I think that's a good idea. Mav Man said, what is Discord? Discord is like, you know, I have no idea. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like you can message people, you can do a lot of stuff. You can call people, do voice chats, you can do you can even do live streams on it. You can create like communities, like a Discord server is basically like a little community, and then you have channels, like different sections within that. Okay, Derpy said Discord is a VoIP application. I don't know what that means either. But it's like a little community. That's the only way I can describe it. Someone said it's a gaming messaging app. Yeah, people use it a lot for gaming. But it's fun. I like it a lot. And our mods are kind of like in charge of the Discord server. They've done an absolutely wonderful job over there. I mean, I think we have almost 1,500 people on our Discord server already, and I think we just started it like a year ago, maybe not even a year ago. So it's really amazing. They're doing a great job with it. Martinoid Lasagna said, did you work at VAT19 before this channel? What's VAT19? No, I did not. I don't even know what that is, but I'm looking it up right now. It's like what is this? They sell like kids stuff? Is it a YouTube channel? Okay, they have a YouTube channel. Let's see. Oh my God, they have 7.4 million subscribers. And it looks like it's more geared to kids, definitely. And they do like experiments with products that you can buy on your own. That's a pretty interesting business model. Wow. Yeah, I did not work for this company. Bernard Friedman said, why doesn't Apple make appliances like Samsung? Because they can't make enough money from it. Like selling appliances, you know, when was the last time that you or your parents bought a new refrigerator? I mean, probably over 10 years. Or a new stove or microwave. I mean, it's not a high turnover market. It's not a high profit margin market. It's not a market that can be innovated. Like, what are you going to do with a microwave? People don't need a microwave with a touchscreen. You know what I mean? They're not going to spend an extra $100 to buy a cooler microwave. And the people who do, it's only going to be a handful. So it's just not, it's not profitable, and it's not necessary. Kent Haas Chromebook said, what is your opinion on Apple's stock increase by 10%? The 4-in-1 trade-off. Yeah, I saw headlines about like 4-1 stock something. I don't know what that means. I have to go look into that more. And what do you think about other companies like Alphabet, Facebook? Alphabet is Google, by the way. Losing stock and share margins. I didn't know that they lost margins. Maybe they didn't have a very good showing at the what was that government thing that just happened? What's that called? What's that called? They got questioned. What's that called? Can you guys... The hearing. Is it a hearing? What's that called? Is it Congress hearing? Congressional hearing? Is that what that is? I thought there was like a term for it. I don't know if they didn't do very well in that, like they didn't answer questions. I only watched Tim Cook's part. What do I think about Apple's stock increase? Well, it's not, the reason why it happened is because they had such a good quarter and they weren't supposed to have a good quarter. I think Apple was the only company that grew, the smartphone sales grew compared to last year, and every other company, it went down. And they said that's largely due to the iPhone SE. And I'm gonna make a whole video about that, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great. I don't have any Apple stock, but I'm sure Tim Cook is happy. Call of Memes said Steve Jobs Apple or Tim Cook's Apple. Why? I mean, it's not really. I don't think of it that way. You know. I like both. I mean, I fell in love with Apple. I mean, in my opinion, it's the same Apple. In my opinion, it really is the same Apple. It's the same philosophy. Steve Jobs, the philosophy that he like embedded into Apple, it is still there, 100%. It's just that Tim Cook has the reins. Okay, it's like Steve Jobs brought in a new horse, like a racing horse, and then Steve Jobs was riding the horse, and then Tim Cook just took his place, but he's still riding the same horse. So in my opinion, it's the horse that I really love. It's not really the person, you know, on top of the horse. Does that make sense? Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorn Ratana said, "Where are you based?" I'm based out of Columbus, Ohio. And how's the situation? My situation's good. I just can't I can't go to Japan like I want to. You know, I planned on going to Japan back in April. It's where my boyfriend lives. We're forced to do this like long distance thing where we can't see each other for who knows how long. We haven't seen each other since January. So it's been February, March, April, May, June, July. It's going on 7 months. That's a long time not to see your significant other. I was supposed to see him in April. That was delayed. I was supposed to see him in September, but obviously Japan has banned people from visiting Japan. Japan has banned US citizens from visiting. So I can't go in September. So hopefully he will be able to come here maybe in a couple months. So that situation sucks. (640) said, "Was it hard for you to transition from doing only voiceover videos to being in front of the camera?" That's a very good question, 640. No one has ever asked me that before, but it's a very good question. Hold on a second. Derpy said, "Greg, please check the mod group chat." And I'm going to forget, so I'll have to do it right now. Yes, it was a difficult transition. If you look at my videos, like I started doing it 2 months ago. I started showing my face. The first quite a few videos were not that good. The footage of my face was not very good. I had a lot of problems. But I think I finally got it right. With my last couple videos, I finally got the setup right. The green screen is the way I want it. The editing, it looks the way I want. I think it's really good now, but it did take a while. And it was hard to be natural on camera. I think in the first couple videos, I look a bit uncomfortable because I was nervous and I was, I'm reading a script while trying to be natural, I guess. It's difficult. But anyway, yeah, it was difficult, but I am getting more comfortable, and I do think the videos are looking better, and it's coming off in a more positive way. Derpy, what permissions do you... Oh, you need administrator permissions. How do you enable administrator permissions? All right, now I have to go on this journey. Every time I have to do something in Discord, it's a process because it's a very detailed. Okay, server settings, roles, moderator, administrator. It says this is a dangerous permission to grant. So that means I think if I give you guys this administrator control, it's possible to like delete the server, right? Like to destroy it. We've already had some problems with some rogue mods. I don't want any more rogue mods that can destroy the server. What Derpy, what features are you talking about? Like what features? Is it really necessary? Zeal Patel said, hey Greg, why does Samsung not care about the user experience? This is a very, very good question. And I'm going to tell you exactly why Samsung does not care about the user experience. Now, let me preface that by saying this. The philosophy of a company is the result of people at the top, like the executives, the managers, the people, the CEO, the senior vice presidents. Those people are who set the tone. Do you see that? I don't know why my cheek is so itchy. They set the tone of the company, what they want the focus to be. That's why, like, even though Jonathan Ive was working for Apple in the 90s, the products he was making looked pretty ugly because he was not allowed to do the designs he wanted to do because the management, the leadership did not allow him to. So it had nothing to do with the workers not being talented or capable. The problem is the leadership. And Samsung has that problem. The leadership is focused on marketing. People say Apple is like a superficial, just a marketing company. They don't have good products. Apple has good marketing, yes, but it's because they have great products. You know what I mean? Apple is not trying to create a product just so it can be marketed better. That's what Samsung does, and they create terrible products, and that's why. I mean, why do they have a smartphone with a stylus? What smartphone has a stylus in 2020? Who wants a stylus in 2020? Maybe 0.01% of all smartphone users actually want one. How many people have bought a Galaxy Note with the stylus and use the stylus on a daily basis? Probably a fraction of the owners. Why do they include it then? Why do they waste the internal space? Why do they waste the cost to include a stylus that's virtually pointless? Marketing. They can say, oh, our phone has a stylus and your phone doesn't have a stylus. Don't you want a stylus? We have something you don't have. Our phone is therefore better. It is all because of marketing. They don't care if it's a crappy stylus or it's not comfortable to use or there's not many functional purposes for it when it comes to the user experience. They just want to sell the product. They don't care if you like it or not. They don't care. They really honestly do not care. They just want to sell the product. And that was Apple's mindset when they were struggling in the 90s. That's Samsung's mindset right now. It's why they're not really struggling, but a lot of people are switching to Apple. A lot of people are switching to iPhones. And I think that's why. I think 30% of iPhone SE buyers, customers, were switching from Android. 30%, that's huge. Yeah, Samsung does that all the time. It's just gimmicks. Just like the Galaxy Fold. The Galaxy Fold is like a case study in how Samsung only cares about marketing. Look at this. Look at this. It folds. It's a phone that folds. And then you ask them, okay, what's the point? Like, okay, what benefit does that give me? And they'll say, oh, you have a smartphone? Then you have a tablet. Smartphone, tablet. It's all built into one. Isn't that so futuristic and cool and innovative? And then you say, okay, how does a tablet and a smartphone being together make my smartphone and tablet experience better? In what ways does it make that experience better? You're giving me a thick smartphone, probably the thickest smartphone on the market. You're giving me a smartphone that's the heaviest on the market. You're giving me a smartphone that has a plastic screen that obviously breaks after a week of use. You're giving me a smartphone that has a, what, like 4-inch display, 4.5-inch display? The smallest display we've seen since like the iPhone 5. And then, okay, you want to talk about the tablet when you open it? You have a crease in the middle of your screen that you can see, that you can feel. That's number one. Number two is there's a notch that you chastised Apple for using in the iPhone for years, so you're a hypocrite right there. That's number two. Number three, it's an Android tablet. Who wants an Android tablet? No one. That's why people buy iPads. People who own Android devices will buy an iPad because it's a objectively better tablet. And the aspect ratio of that tablet is not even like natural. It's a very unnatural aspect ratio. You get a plastic screen with a crease. And no one has ever told me, no one has ever made a video, no one has ever commented on one of my videos, no one has ever told me, oh my God, I love my Galaxy Fold and here's why. No one has ever said that. And you're gonna charge me $2,000 for it. Absolutely insane. The fact that these Android fanboys are not chastising Samsung left and right for the Galaxy Fold is hypocrisy in its final form. Can you imagine if Apple released a foldable iPhone for $2,000? Can you imagine the hate, the memes, the jokes, the criticism about how Apple's greedy? It would be crazy because that's what the internet does. The internet is a bunch of hypocrites. They really are. It annoys me to no end. It annoys me to no end. Ugh. Natlist said because it's cheaper, like what, the Galaxy Fold is cheaper than buying a smartphone and an iPad. You can buy an $800 iPad Pro, an $1,100 11 Pro Max, and it's cheaper than the Galaxy Fold. And you're getting a better smartphone experience and a better tablet experience. Also, how often are you have your smartphone? You have your smartphone, and you're thinking, oh my God, if only I could have my tablet right now. Like, how often do you have that need? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not satisfying a need that people have. So why are you making all these compromises on this device when people aren't? It's solving a problem no one has. You know what I mean? That's why it's a failure. That's why it's not selling well. That's why they're already working on the second one, I guess. They're already working on a Galaxy Fold 2 because the first one was a failure. Just like this is very reminiscent of the Galaxy Gear smartwatch in 2013. That was a failure. It had a 30% return rate to Best Buy. 30% or 33%, I forget. Maybe it was 33%. 1 out of 3 people who bought the Galaxy Gear smartwatch in 2016, it was the very first generation, ended up returning it to Best Buy. That's like unprecedented. There is no such thing as a return rate of 33%. That's crazy. Because Samsung doesn't care. They didn't care that their smartwatch sucked and people weren't going to like it. They just wanted to sell it. They wanted to be the first one. They want to be the first one because that's all they care about is the trophy. They don't care about the customers. That's why I will never buy a Samsung product. I use LG TVs. I do not buy Samsung. I will never buy a Samsung phone. I will never buy a Samsung electronic. They're shameful in their disregard to their customers. All right, that is the end of my spiel. Hope you guys enjoyed that rant. Okay, if you want to see another hour of ranting and raving and live streaming, and if you want to hear about what's going on behind the scenes and future plans for my channel, be sure to become a Secret Club member. The link is in the description. It's just $3 a month. And then you'll have access to this next live stream that I'm doing in just a couple minutes. It's for Secret Club members only. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Secret Club members, keep an eye on the community tab and keep an eye on the Secret Club channel on Discord because I will be posting the link to the private live stream or the unlisted live stream to those areas so that you guys can watch. So thank you guys very much for joining me on this live stream. Thank you for the super chats. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next Saturday at 12 p.m.